go, guys. We're gonna set up to back out right now. One thing I gotta change is these stupid mirrors that I have. Acting up. Maybe a little cold. Dave really didn't finish the tune either. Like I said, the tune wasn't finished. She's rolling. Yeah, she's running really rich. As long as she doesn't go lean and overheat on me, things are gonna be fine. The pull was too hard when the camera doesn't want to stay. I should have duct taped you guys. Tell you what though, the 300 horsepower feels pretty good. The V16 boost is picking up a lot quicker. You can tell my alignment's still junk. You guys keep falling. Stop that. Stay put. Jeez Louise. This is going to be a funny video. Alright. Sorry for the technical difficulties. I got to figure out a better way than that to keep you guys for ride-alongs, but I will figure out something, and we'll have better ride-along videos later on. In conclusion, she's running good. She's running as I expected. The only issue I'm still having is these the front end. I still feel like there's still some toe alignment issues there, and it doesn't help that I have camber up front. So it definitely needs an alignment, and it definitely needs to be brought up. Just without an alignment, I'm not sure how I'm gonna solve that problem, because I can still keep going up with the suspension and kind of eyeball it, but even still, it's still not going to solve it. So I might need to be looking at some adjustable coilovers, or the hell am I talking about? Adjustable upper control arms, so I can kind of deal with the camber, or or try to bring the suspension up a lot more in the front and try to compensate. But I'll deal with that later. I can feel it's just not gripping up front like it's supposed to. But it's going a lot straighter than it did before. It's not pulling as much, but I can still feel like there's some screeching going on in the front. Something ain't right. So I don't want that to happen down the track because, yeah, that's scary. As far as the car running, I was running really rich. It wasn't running like that before, but I did change a lot of components in the whole entire boost system. So needless to say, it does need a retune. I can smell the fuel. I can feel it. It's really laggy. It's coming out of the exhaust. It's even coming out of the valve cover. It's running really rich. So I just gotta change that up. Obviously with a tune. But as far as running, she's driving good. I think she's ready for a tune. Again, I'm gonna just double check everything for leaks. And double check to make sure I have enough oil in it. I have another spare bottle of the race oil that I'm using, and just go through the car, make sure nothing's leaking. I did notice that the oil pan was leaking, so I might have to get and it's weird because that's literally the first time I've ever used a brand new Felpro gasket like that, and that's the first time I've had it leak. It's those rubber ones. Maybe I over tightened it this time. Maybe I didn't tighten it enough. I'm not sure, but I have two options: either use Honda Bond silicone and just goop it, put it up there, or I can use a gasket. I can get a Felpro gasket with the metal. That's a reusable one. I can get that and put that in there, and I should be able to reuse that over and over as many times as it'll allow me. But that'll solve that issue. And I thought I had like a little tiny leak in the back, but I'm not sure. I gotta check that, maybe where the oil pressure gauge goes into. I didn't even look at my oil pressure. So those of you who were wondering, if you guys remember way back when I shimmed the oil pressure, or shimmed the stock LS pump, this is the result of it. Not sure what RPM that was. It sounded like maybe 4 or 5 grand. But goes up well past 80, so it's good oil pressure. Shimming it definitely did help. Bumped it up a little bit. So yeah. I wanted to go over with you guys what I did as far as the pump, because the wiring can be confusing. I didn't end up using the grommet that it comes with the stock one. I tried to make it fit. As you see, I cut it. I tried to make it fit, but I couldn't get it to fit. What I did here was I just zip tied the stock OEM sock to it, just so I don't get any fuel starve issues or anything when I'm low on fuel, because I'm going to be trying to drive this, not daily, but I will be driving it around town. It's not just going to be a track car anymore. I cut that little tab that's supposed to go in the hole on the stock pump here. Let me show you the Warbro. So it has like this little stick here that you put like a rivet nut on or something like that, and then the sock goes in here with an O-ring or with a metal ring. So that tab that goes there, I cut it off so that way it can fit inside the pump, and I just put a couple zip ties on there to hold it in place. That way it's not wiggling around. So actually what I did was I took the connector harness that it comes with it. There's a small black wire and there's a thick black wire. I went and bought myself some connectors from AutoZone. Just these bad boys right here. Let me see if I can find out which ones they are. These 16 and 14 gauge. I took the little plastic piece off, and then I just crimped those two wires together, put it through the I terminal, and I put it back in the stock location. I tried to follow all the stock location wiring as best as possible. As you see, I put the loom and everything back on. This little black piece actually comes off. There is a tab right here on this side that pops off. It's like a little indent tab. You just pop it off, it'll come right off, and then there's one on the other side as well right there. The only issue I had was the Detroit pumps was a lot longer as far as the feed, I guess, little pipe thingy that hangs off of it. Where's the wall bro at? Show you. Oh, the wall bro's right here. So this part on the Detroit 400 was a lot longer, which actually hit the stock location for where this rubber hose goes into. So I had to like cut it right here where this bump is. I had to cut it right there. I used my bandsaw, and I just took a needle nose and just kind of spread the outside to kind of just make a lip, so that way it doesn't pop off the hose under pressure, which I don't think it's gonna, but I just wanted to be safe. So I kind of just mimicked the stock wiring and all that. So what I'm gonna have here is this piece right here of the connector. This side right here is actually the ground. As you see here, it actually comes all the way over here. It's like tack welded onto the body of the fuel pump sending unit. It actually comes up here, and it actually turns into a terminal here. So I left that alone, so that way it can get ground with the stock connector. Inside the car, I'm taking a relay and installing it. What I did here was I took the stock terminal out of here with the pick that I had, and I just worked my way up spreading that stock terminal, and I was able to recrimp the new wire on, so that way it's in the stock position. The green and yellow wire is going to black. I'll show you that in a minute, how to wire this up, in case you guys are confused, because I was confused as well. So this is going to go to the pump. This is direct power or switched power to the pump. This is the switch for the relay, switch on power. I'll show you up top. So the white wire, which is 85 on the relay, goes to chassis ground. So I'm going to be grounding that to the body. The black wire, which is 86, connects directly to the green and yellow wire on the relay. So the black wire goes to the ignition switch wire. So when you hit the ignition switch, it's going to send power to the relay instead, turning on the relay, therefore doing its magic, and then turning on 87, which is going to give it the pump power through the relay. It's a 40 amp relay. It's the smallest one I could find. My tuner said a 40 would be just a little bit overkill, but it would be fine. I couldn't find a smaller one. A 30 amp probably would have been more ideal. The number 30 on the relay is blue. That's going to go to constant power fused. So what I did is I went to AutoZone as well, and I got myself just a Busman ATC fuse bus. I'm going to wire that in line with the relay and the power wire that I'm going to be bringing all the way up to a constant source on the fuse box up front. And I have some 40 amp fuses for it. So just in case you guys are confused, that's where it's going to go. That's where each wire is going to go. If you follow these numbers, the numbers are written right on the relay. So 85 is white when you get the harness with the relay. Ground. 86 is black. It's going to be, you're going to connect it directly to the yellow and green wire on the connector, the stock OEM connector. That's why I cut it. 87 yellow is going to go to the fuel pump, and 30 is blue, and it's going to go to constant fused power. So I'll show you one more again. Inside the vehicular. So my power wire on the fuel pump, I have it wired stock. So this is the power wire. So because I wanted to utilize the stock connector, I made it all stock. The left pin is ground, which is already grounded to the chassis, So now when I plug this connector in, since the ground wire is connected, this is grounded, it's gonna get all ground, good ground. The only other wire that I have to ground is basically this white wire here on the relay, which is number 85. I'm gonna have to ground it to the body, but that's no problem. So the yellow wire, which is the fuel pump, I decided to put it on the connector. That way I could just connect it directly here, and it's gonna connect to this wire here, which is the power for the pump. The blue wire is the constant fused, number 30, which is gonna go to that red wire. I'm gonna put a fuse in between this and that red wire, and that's gonna go all the way to the fuse box. I'm gonna find a spot where it's constant battery voltage. And that's about it. And then this black wire is basically the ignition switched power. So when I turn the key, this wire is going to get the signal from the green and yellow wire from the ignition switch, which normally would power up the pump, but in this case it's going to be powering up the relay. So that way everything's going to be running off the relay, because when you have a higher volume pump, you're going to get more amperage, and the stock harness is not going to be able to keep up with that. It's going to end up burning things, and we don't want that to happen. So any questions, let me know, comment down below, and yeah, we'll get to it.
He's going.
Take fucking 2 after Jeremy fucking...
Here we go. You gotta mention that, right?
I don't know how to fucking put the right connection where it's supposed to be. Oh my god.
Ready?
I'm ready, bro. This shit about to be fucking... Hopefully. I want to do that again.
I want to do it again. Yo, you want to put more fuel in there?
No, it's just...
Yo,
That shit is gonna sound
Yo,
nasty.
tell me that wasn't the right can to put in there.
Holy shit. Fuck yeah. Alright guys, so I'm sitting in front of my computer. I'm about to edit this video for you guys. One guy specifically that asked for an update on the Civic. So I hope you guys enjoyed the content. I know it was kind of here, there, and all over the place, but I'm gonna try to edit the video so that way it's in not only in order, but it's interesting, and you guys don't get bored with it. Please like the video, please subscribe if you're not subscribed, and comment down below what you thought. Any questions, any thoughts, please down below, and just stay tuned, bear with me. Like I said, you guys are my motivation, so if I get good results on this next video, and I get some likes, I get some new subscribers, and I get some comments down below, then the Civic progress will continue, but the videos may not. It all depends on you guys. You guys want to see it, you guys are interested in it, then I'll keep doing updates on it. I'll keep throwing content out about it. As you see, it's been a long time since I threw an update, and a lot has been done. Hopefully we can keep this thing going, and I will catch you guys in the next video.